today we're going to be doing what I eat in a day on the Candida Cleanse. I'm sure a lot of you coming on here are looking for ideas. I know how stressful it can feel and how it can feel so overwhelming in the sense of like not knowing what you should or shouldn't eat. So hopefully I kind of show that in this video for you as well. I am someone who has cleansed for multiple years, and I want to say the first cleanse I did was in 2017 or 2018. I used to struggle with really bad perioral dermatitis that honestly came out of nowhere right after getting food poisoning, and so since then it took me 3 months to cleanse, and now I do it on a yearly basis, and I also help hundreds of women go through a Candida cleanse as well. I'll have more information on my guides and everything like that down below so you can take a look. Show you what I eat on a Candida cleanse, and it really has changed so much since when I first started cleansing. To be honest, when I first started cleansing, I cut everything out and it was so restrictive. I don't know if I could ever do that again. I have changed the way that I eat so drastically when I'm on a cleanse. You'll kind of see today, like it's still definitely very clean, but it also allows for some room for enjoyment as well. One thing that I will say is I'm not on a cleanse right now. I actually just recently finished my cleanse, which I did for 6 weeks. And again, typically I'll do one a year just for maintenance, and also because this cleanse has changed my life, and it will change your life if you stay consistent on it too, and it'll change your life if you actually start to enjoy the cleanse. I think so many people look at the cleanse as this thing that is stressful and the worst thing that they could be doing, and they think of like all the bad things associated with it, as opposed to looking at it from a really positive outlook. You will not start to see results until you start looking at it like that, until you start looking at it in that way. And I can promise you it gets easier. You just have to keep going, and I'll hopefully be able to inspire you today with some extra ideas of things that you can do. So first thing I did this morning was I had my protein shake, which I will have in the video here for you as well, and kind of like what I'm using. Keep in mind, I'm not using a Candida Cleanse approved protein powder because I'm not on the cleanse right now, so I don't have the one that I typically do, which is the ATP Labs beef protein. Love that one. I'll also have it linked down below for you as well. I just had a coffee, so I'm just finishing that up right now, and now I'm gonna make my actual breakfast. It's been a few hours. I don't really have a breakfast first thing in the morning if I haven't worked out, and I just haven't gone to the gym today yet. I'm gonna be going later on tonight. So I'm going to show you my first meal. This is a really quick and easy meal that you can make and store in the fridge. They are egg bites, and they're amazing for Candida cleansing. So we had sweet potatoes yesterday, so I am actually just using leftover sweet potatoes. This is what's really nice about recipes like this, because you can actually just use what you have in the fridge. So typically I would make this and have like a bunch of other things like peppers, mushrooms would be, actually no, not on the cleanse. Peppers and all that stuff would be really good, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. So I have some sweet potatoes here, onion in this. Much my mixture. What you do, so I have the full recipe actually on Instagram, so if you want to go on Nourish with Jazz on Instagram, you'll see the entire recipe and how to make this. Or put this in the air fryer or wherever, just to make sure that it's roasted and cooked, but because it's pretty much cooked, it's more so just the red onion, I can easily leave it. Then when it comes to the egg mixture, what you want to do, these are the eggs I always buy. They are free run and they're from Conestoga eggs. So I'm gonna add 7 eggs in here, or honestly, however many eggs I have here. I'm gonna use sriracha from Trader Joe's. Green Goddess from Trader Joe's is life. Use that. I use a lot of this because I feel like last time I did not season it enough. And then sea salt. multitask because I have a lot to do today, and I want to make sure that I'm kind of just getting the things done that I need to get checked off the list. So I'm going to make these. These are Stellar Eats scones. If you have not tried these, they're so good, and especially if you're Candida cleansing, they're amazing. The ingredient list is so minimal. Obviously I can't find it. Almond flour, tapioca flour, baking soda, cream of tartar, sea salt. That's literally it. And so I make these a lot when I'm cleansing. I haven't made them in a while actually, but they are always a staple that I have. If you are doing the cleanse and you are not taking apple cider vinegar, you should be taking this every single day. Apple cider vinegar is amazing for the cleanse because it really helps to support the pH of the body. Especially the reason why this is so important is because if we have an acidic pH, our body is going to thrive off of the candida. So if you can take apple cider vinegar, it's so good for your gut, so good for your blood sugar, so good for your digestive system. So I highly recommend adding this in. You can do a teaspoon of it every single day. Just make sure if you are doing it, you are diluting it with water, at least double the amount of the ACV that you're using. Just went off for the egg bites, but I can't stress how important this is. And especially if you want to find more information about it, check out my Instagram because I have tons of information on it there, as well as my TikTok. Massive, which is totally fine because I felt like the last ones I made were so small, but they smell so good. So this is gonna be my breakfast. I'll probably have 3 or 4 of these and then store the rest for tomorrow or just as like a pre-workout before my spin class. Okay, I added in a little bit of water and I am a little bit nervous that I messed up the recipe because it just felt so dry and I don't remember them being that dry. So we'll see. Another thing I focus on is water. I try to fill this up at least 3 times, and I feel like because I'm active and I'm always talking throughout the day, I just get thirsty. So this is something that you want to make sure you are focusing on. You will honestly rarely see me working in my office when the weather gets warmer because it is so hot in here. I have like my office is on like our top floor, and so it gets insanely hot because the sun is like directly on my office, and then it just gets so hot. Something I wanted to talk about though is if you are someone who is doing the Candida cleanse and you're noticing that you're not getting the results that you want to make sure that you are focusing on the liver. This is something I talk about all the time with my clients because it is incredibly easy to let this slide. When it comes to supporting your liver, some examples are making sure that you're eating bitter foods. So lots of radicchio, radish, beets, arugula. I always say this to my clients. If you can just have 2 radishes a day, you're gonna actually notice that your body starts to crave it and you're gonna feel so much better day to day because you're allowing your body this bitter vegetable that's actually changing your palate. A lot of people do the Candida cleanse and they end up not wanting to eat the way that they used to eat because their palate completely changes. And that's something that is, a really amazing benefit of the cleanse. But because of that too, I really recommend, even if you're not doing a Candida cleanse, make sure you're adding in these bitter vegetables throughout your daily routine. Another thing that you want to focus on when it comes to your liver is even teas. I try to have 1 tea per day, whether I am cleansing or not cleansing. If I'm cleansing, I typically increase it to 2 to 3 of some digestive and detoxification herbs. And so dandelion leaf is amazing. Dandelion root is also incredible. Dandelion root is specifically for the liver and liver support. Dandelion leaf is a diuretic. So both can be incredibly helpful. Okay, I just had one of these scones because I could not wait and they actually turned out perfect. They're not as dry, which I actually think is even better. I don't know if you can see. I used fresh fruit this time, whereas like usually I'll use frozen. So I feel like it makes sense because the fresh fruit would just kind of like reduce the moisture. So that was amazing. So good. And then I'm just gonna have my egg bites now. I also made a tea. I always drink some sort of liver supporting tea when I'm doing the cleanse. So this is today's, and I'll probably have 1 or 2 of these today. Just made a lemon water. I'm gonna drink this and do some steps on my walking pad while I record, or no, when I'm gonna edit a few things, and then I also have some clients to respond to. And then after that, I'm gonna heat up lunch. So I thought I would just show you what it is right now. So this is a beef bolognese. We made this 2 nights ago. This is a staple for us. If you're interested in this recipe, let me know and I can definitely share it, but it is so good. It's super clean and so satiating. And then I'm just gonna have it with these noodles. So these are Maria's noodles, and they are lentil, and then the green one is kale and pea, I think. So clean, so good, and like truly the most satiating meal. I know this doesn't look like much, but this is actually like one of my favorite meals ever. Like we like maybe have this once a week, I think. And if not, I could probably have it every single day. Like if I don't know what to make, I will make this because it's just like it's my favorite meal. It's so satisfying and so high in fiber and so high in protein. Class, I'm gonna go grab Rupert some food because he is running out, and then gonna go to my spin class and then go home and eat dinner. It actually feels so good to go to the gym in the evening. I also always have a protein shake after any kind of workout, honestly, just to kind of like keep me having more protein, because that is definitely something that I struggle with. So I'm gonna drink that on my drive home.